Psalm 103, 17 and 18. But from everlasting to everlasting the Lord's love is with those who fear him, and his righteousness with their children's children, with those who keep his covenant and remember to obey his precepts. Good day, everybody. Today is Friday, and we are about to leave for our Crazy 8 dinner party. So Heather's coming over. She's got a few games coming over here because that's where her car is. We'll take one of our cars. I'm not sure which one. Right on down there. And I'll catch up with you guys a little later. Maybe during. We'll see. Probably after. But alright, guys. So clearly I didn't vlog. I actually pulled my camera out to vlog at the party. We did a Crazy 8 dinner party with a Mexican theme. So we had tacos and quesadillas. And someone brought a piñata, and so we were smashing the piñata. And so I was gonna vlog when it was my turn to do it, but we let the girls go first, and the third girl knocked it off the rope, off the thing that hooked it, and so it was laying on the ground. And so then we tried to stick it back up, and the next girl knocked it right off. And so then we decided to keep it on the ground. And so we just started smashing into it like a baseball bat. And so we kept our eyes open because we were aiming down at the ground. And so we just like hit it and knocked it around a little bit. But it was not your traditional, typical piñata time after that. So I wound up forgetting to go ahead and try to vlog it. And thus, I didn't vlog it. And then we went inside. We started to play. We played game, Battle of the Sexes, because we had 4 guys and 4 girls. We read the rules wrong, so we asked the girls 3 questions. They got 2 of them right. We were supposed to ask 1 and then bounce back and forth. We did 3 in a row, so they moved up 2 spaces because they got 2 of the 3 right. And then we realized our mistake, and so they gave us 3 in a row, and we got 2 of the 3 right and went back. So we moved it back to start, and then asked them another question they didn't know. And they asked us another question that we didn't really know, but we guessed correctly. And so we pulled 1 space towards our side, and then we decided to pause the game for dinner. We never got back to it, so I'm going with that as a win for the guys. Yeah. So we went in, we had tacos, we had a good time talking. We made the agreement to not touch our phones or get them out in any way, no matter what. So then the vlogging never happened, and we tried to keep it that way the rest of the night, so I never even thought about it because I wasn't pulling my phone out for anything really. After we ate, we played Telephone Pictionary, which is a game I've mentioned once before because I played it once before, and it's a lot of fun. And so the 8 of us played a game, and then 2 people left, and then the 6 of us played the game a second time. Basically what it is you write something down, and you pass a stack of blank cards or sheets of paper to the next person, and they have to draw a picture of what you wrote. And then that gets passed to the next person, and they have to write what they see in the picture. And it goes back and forth until it goes all the way back around to you, and then you look at your original thing, and you go through each of the pictures, and you show the progression, and you see where it starts and where it finishes. Amazingly enough, one of the girls that played in both games managed to keep hers all the way through. So hers was that popular, that stand out enough to where it had to be clear enough. Oddly enough, in the second game, Princess Bride was one of the ones she'd done, and she was sitting to my left. And sitting to my right, another girl did the Princess Bride. And so I had to draw a picture of the Princess Bride. So I drew bride with a crown, and then I drew a 6-fingered hand and a man in a black mask with a little mustache and everything. And then of course the girl after me immediately got it because she had just written that herself. And yet somehow that one made it all the way around as Princess Bride, the one that came from the girl to my left and went to me first. But the other one that went away from me came all the way back around to me, almost made it all the way around, but then for some reason this girl to my left didn't think it was Princess Bride, so she wrote something else. She wrote the wedding date or something like that. And so it was my turn, and I could see the paper underneath the paper there, and I saw that it said Princess Bride. And so I knew I should be drawing Princess Bride, but I didn't want to draw all that again because it took me a while. So I went ahead and drew a wedding date. So basically I drew another bride, and then I drew a stick figure guy standing next to her. Didn't matter what she wasn't trying to guess at that point, because then we're back to start. It's just interesting to see what happened. We think the funniest one of the whole night was in the first round with 8 people, and it was Heather's. She wrote pot of gold. So then they drew a picture of a pot of gold and a rainbow. And then so person sees it, oh, that's what it is, and they write pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. And then someone draws a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and they draw a little leprechaun. And maybe that was further down. And so it goes back and forth, pot of gold, something, something, something. And then they draw a pot of gold and a rainbow. Then it gets around, and for some reason, the guy sitting to my left, he doesn't see a pot of gold. He sees and writes for me to draw a Mexican flying out of a pot of chili. So I drew a Mexican flying out of a pot of something, which I just was going to say was chili. And then it was the end of the line, so Heather didn't have to figure out what it was because it was hers originally. But they thought that was the best one, was my drawing of a Mexican flying out of a pot. And we posted a picture of that progression on Facebook, and the tagline was, how do you get a Mexican? How do you go from a pot of gold to a flying Mexican? Only in Telephone Pictionary. That was the tagline. Pretty good. And I think I'm tagged in all those photos, so if any of you are following me on Facebook, you can probably find them that way. If any of my friends from the drive are watching this, it's in the Crazy 8 dinner party posted on the event there. It was a lot of fun. We never got to any of the other games. Like, I brought Bezier Wizard. I thought would be a good fun game, but we took a while getting started, and then we took a while at the piñata, and then we took a while, and then we ate actually too quickly to finish a game, and then we decided to play this game, and it took a while. So, but it was still a lot of fun. And we came home, put the games back in the house next door. Josh bought Splatoon, the new game that came out today for the Nintendo Wii U. Even though I'm the one that owns the Wii U, Josh now owns 2 games for the Wii U that he can't do anything with if I ever leave with my Wii U. So I guess by default I get control of those games, probably. Now that's not any danger of changing anytime soon as to what's going to happen. Although I was thinking about bringing my Wii U over here and playing some Smash Bros. And messing with some things on my amiibos and stuff. It's a good thing I didn't do that, because Josh would have then been like, where did it go? Right when he wanted to play it. So I might get some Splatoons in tomorrow, but I gotta do the library in the morning. So that's always good. I had to do some laundry tonight. Didn't get it done. I didn't get it in before I left, so I'm gonna be up for a little bit doing that. I also have to watch. I have Impact to watch. Impact Wrestling, which is a show I went to a few weeks ago. This is possibly the week right before, or maybe 2 weeks before. I'm not sure. The episodes that I was at should be showing up in the next couple weeks. So hopefully I'll get to see myself and Jesse on TV. That'll be exciting. Anyway, I've been rambling long enough. I need to get, like I said, I need to get to bed. So I need to get this processing and go start watching that show, get my laundry completely done. It's just my whites, so I don't have to worry about much. It's not like my colors, which I gotta like pull them all out quickly enough and hang them up. I do have my one white shirt, my Spain shirt that I was wearing yesterday, in there, so I need to make sure I grab that and pull it out first and put it on the hanger. But it shouldn't take long at all. So I probably have I watched everything before I left, so there might be one vlog for me to watch and a couple random videos on YouTube, but nothing very long there either. So hopefully I get to bed pretty soon. But I'm gonna say good night, everybody, from myself and my 3 friends here and my 7 friends from earlier. at the Crazy 8 dinner party. Well, they didn't ask me to say goodnight, so maybe I won't. But on their behalf, anyway. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm a little tired. Shouldn't be because I was feeling a little off this morning, um, so I got up and then I wound up going back to bed for a little while. So I got a little bit of extra shut eye to try to recuperate what could be developing sickness. Maybe not, but I mean I still made today a productive day, even if I didn't get up as early as I was supposed to. Good night. See you tomorrow.